Hello, it's you, Mason. Welcome. Nice to see someone join so quickly. Usually I have to sit here for a while. Thank you for coming on board. I brought my fart noises. I brought my harmonica, my flute. So we're ready to go. Ready to begin. You do? Well, good. It's rememberable then. Something to remember. I am outside. I am the Mad Hatter, and this is my tea party. There's my intro. It's cold, but it's not it's not stopping me from going outside. I brought my gloves. I got my nice warm coat because I am a nature boy. I like to be outside. I don't like being confined. Remember the chicken joke? Yes, I remember the chicken joke. Because the chicken doesn't have a sense of humor. So I guess this show is for all ages. Anybody can join. And then, yeah, this particular show is for everyone. This is like a tea party. Sunday will be the official tea party. I'll actually have tea. So yesterday was Thanksgiving Day. I was with family and friends. Mostly family. I've got my eyeball ring. I came prepared today. Now I'm sitting outside on this lovely autumn day. I missed the Thanksgiving Day parade, but that's okay. I was with my family. We all try to not to eat too much, or eat until we hate ourselves. So we've got, what do we have planned for today? There's no plans today. We don't have much planned today. It's a day, most people are still on holiday right after Thanksgiving. They're recuperating from all the eating they did. Recuperating and recovering. My brother had a fire pit out in his backyard, on his back porch. So we all huddled around the fire pit before and after we ate. It's called a bean party. Yeah. Fun was had by all. So the next holiday is Christmas. Christmas is more of an international holiday. It is a Catholic Christian holiday. Then we have Hanukkah, and we have Kwanzaa, all kinds of. So we just say happy holidays to cover them all. I guess depending on what you grew up with. We grew up with Christmas and New Year's and Thanksgiving and Halloween. I always have I get alerts from time to time. So I have one faithful visitor. I'm pretty sure some other people start visiting soon. It's not quite 11 o'clock, so I figured why not start a little early. I was raring to go. Sitting out here with my black gloves that are woven out of wool, so I'm not directly exposed to the cold. I think it's around 40 degrees out here. Not cold enough to freeze things, but cold enough to inconvenience. I don't have to scrape frost off the windshield, so that's good. That really used to suck. Hi there, Galahad. I remember Galahad. We have a Galahad, we have an Arthur, we have an X-Trigger, we have a... I remember you. I remember you. And we are outside today. I'm not in the confines of my boudoir, mon boudoir. I decided I wanted to come outside today, even though it's a little cold. I love being in nature, being separated from the outside. I brought my Eskrima today. It's got little scorpions on it. They're burnt in. Eskrima this is made out of rattan. It's a rattan wood. It's pretty flexible. You can bend it. It comes from Kali, the Filipino martial art. They have one stick in each hand and they whip the crap out of people. This has a lot of give too. It's like a whip kind of. Oh, yes. You love my hat. Well, thank you. I've been getting compliments about this particular hat. It's Willy Wonka inspired. The Gene Wilder Willy Wonka. He wore this when he was outside. You like my hat? Well, thank you for liking my hat. It's my, yes, I will continue to wear it from time to time. I have other hats. There are many like it, but this one is mine. It has like a snow catcher. You can catch snow up here. When I go a-caroling, I can wear this hat. We got airplanes today, we got trains, we got 3 people. Gene Wilder is the best. I agree, he's the best Willy Wonka. Everyone else is just a knockoff. Everyone else is just somebody who, well, I guess if they want you to play Willy Wonka, you'll play Willy Wonka. If you're contractually obligated. That's right, so we can be live streamed together. I've been entertaining that idea because you can go on with someone, with a fellow YouTuber, and kind of like I've seen Danica Patrick. She does live streams with another person, so it's not just them. This weekend I might be visiting my brother, and I was gonna see if we can. I bought it on eBay. It came with, I got the Willy Wonka costume, and then I had to buy the hat separately. So if you do a search on eBay for Willy Wonka hat, you'll get this, you know. Let's do it. Well then, I've never done it before. We'll have to see how it all works. I guess somebody has to send me a link, and then I copy the link, and then we could do side-by-side kind of thing. I'll have to find out figure out how it's done, because I know it gives that option when you do a live stream. I think first if you do it on your phone, you have to have at least 100 subscribers. But if you do it off your laptop, you don't need as many subscribers. So we'll have to figure out how that's done. I'll have to see if I can find a tutorial. Or if you've done it, I could probably just follow your lead. And then I'll learn myself how to do it. That would be kind of fun. Split screen. And then everyone who watches afterward can watch the whole thing as it unfolds. So, So we have 2 people in the hizzy right now, possibly 3. I've noticed once in a while people pop in and out. They can only stay for a while. I've been getting some views. I got like 21 views on my last made for the last live stream. Maybe that'll be my homework. How do you get somebody to join you in a live stream? Figure out how it's done. Do you know anything about computers? I know very little about computers. I've been using my phone as my computer lately. I kind of grew up with computers, but it was mostly just like a laptop or a desktop. And I know how to copy and paste. I know how to go to websites and delete stuff. But I don't. Windows is what I'm most familiar with. Some people are more familiar with Macintosh. No, Windows, and there's Apple and Macintosh. No, that's, I don't know very much, because I grew up in the 80s and we did use computers from time to time, but most of the time it was learning how to type, because back then they had typewriters. Please, what's the please for? Mason? I get some youngsters. I get like people under 18. Sometimes I guess olds. Most of my content is geared towards people over 18 because that's my demographic. My demographic is mostly 18 or older. And so yeah, once in a while kids will pop in. I'll get some kids commenting on my videos, which is kind of cool because they're beginners. You know, they're just entering into YouTube. They're making videos. They're creating content. Some are getting quite a few views. And in my in the description, there's a link where you can get more views. I don't know about the black pill. I've heard about the blue pill and the red pill from the Matrix. And yeah, I guess pills are used in expressions also. Do you take the blue pill or the red pill? But I haven't heard about the black pill. I've heard about the gold juice just recently. They talk about in Hollywood the gold juice. I don't know if it's a figurative or a literal term, a literal thing. Please, please. You keep putting, what does please mean? Does please mean something I don't know? Besides just please? Is it a special code? Ever heard of mooing? Mooing? No, I haven't heard of mewing. There's a lot of stuff I am not too familiar with. I'm just learning now. A lot of people who join me on live streams, they're keeping me educated. They're telling me all these new, like GAT is supposed to mean big ass or something like that, and FR means for real. LMAO means laugh my ass off. Emojis too. People use emojis a lot when they text and leave comments. So I guess it's a good idea. Oh really? So it's like the modern day Nazis, the skinheads and the like. So we got never lose your smile. That's right. How does that song go? My stomach may be aching, my makeup may be flaking, but my smile still stays on. The show must go on. The show must go on. My makeup may be flaking. Something like that. I gotta listen to that song again. That's a pretty good song. It's by Queen. The show must go on. There's another song called Innuendo that's really cool. It's got a lot of instrumental. If you watch the video, two two lightning symbols. Yeah, yeah, that was the SS in the Second World War. The SS would use the two lightning symbols. It's amazing how much symbology is involved in how we communicate. Now it seems that the nice top hat. Well, thank you. I like I'm getting a lot of compliments about this. Maybe it'll be a trademark. It'll be something that people notice me by. You know, like that Breaking Bad, he wears that hat, that fedora. I wear my top hat. Pleased to meet you. It kind of keeps my head warm too. In this cold, windy weather. You can notice the breeze blowing back there. You can notice, and it's sunny out. The last few days it's been just cloudy, overcast and cold, which is kind of nice for fall and winter. Out here we just have blue sky, a couple of little ripply clouds. You don't bury the survivors. I remember that. There was another joke about a rooster on a roof. Which side will the egg roll down? If a rooster is on a roof, which side would the egg roll down? Well, roosters don't lay eggs. I like those trick questions. Yeah, where do you bury the survivors? Those are kind of cool, those trick questions. That's how you test IQ. Jay Leno used to test IQ. He would interview people on the streets. There are people who were interviewing, what are they, university students, and a lot of them can't answer questions. Like, who bombed Pearl Harbor, things like that. When did Pearl Harbor happen? How does that relate to IQ? Oh, intelligence quotient. I guess how quickly people respond. Because I noticed some tests are timed. You have only a certain amount of time to do a test. And I guess it's to add to the anxiety level. I was just thinking about this earlier. There's Japanese schools that they bar the windows to prevent people from jumping out of them during the test. The test is it makes people so anxious and nervous that they want to commit suicide. So they put bars on the windows. And it's interesting. I want to know how they measure IQ. Because a lot of it's just answering questions. Some of the questions are pretty bizarre. And if you answer the questions truly dystopian. Did you mean to write deception? Sometimes people typo. When I read stuff, they typo. They make a mistake in what they're entering. Yeah, these would be neat discussions to get into. How do you measure IQ? Dystopian? Dystopian. Maybe I'm learning a new word. I have to look up words every so often. I guess that tests my IQ. Dystopian. I guess I'm learning a new word. There's utopia, like not euphoric, utopia, like kind of like a nirvana, I guess. Reaching a height of intellect and physical capability, or living in a utopia. We are living in a utopia. A place, basically exact. Oh, okay. Not a paradox. Yeah, I know what you mean. Exact opposites, like an oxymoron, a contradiction in terms. Wow, you're pretty smart. I like that when my intelligence gets challenged. My word knowledge. I always used to excel in word knowledge. Sometimes in math, I'm okay at basic math. But yeah, word knowledge is what I was pretty good at. I guess what it is no challenges. Oh, this is like Sudoku, I think. What comes next? I really don't know. I've always been baffled by those questions because those are IQ questions. So I guess some people do excel better in math, in word, or in history, because I guess you develop those parts of your brain. Because they say we use 10% of our brain, but I think we use 10% of our brain, different parts of our brain. Sometimes you're called on. Oh, okay. Added to itself. So time 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16. Yeah. So the answer is 32. There was a question about donut machines. You know, a donut, if they had, if a donut machine produced a certain amount of donuts, how many donuts would you have after a certain period of time? That kind of baffled me a little, or quite a bit. I always like those intellectual type questions, those mind bending questions. And again, it's education versus intelligence. Some people are very intelligent, they're just not educated. And so I guess intelligence has to do with how well you process information. Thank you for the like, whoever liked me. Wow, you're I like that. I these challenging questions. Yeah. Sometimes they're stumpers. It's like you come to a question and you go, okay, how do you solve that? What's 1 plus 1? Of course, 2. I mean, that's the logical. What's 1 plus 1? And then the word problem. Sometimes I'd have trouble with word problems. Yeah, how do you prove it? How do you prove that 1 plus 1 is 2? Because logically, yeah, yeah, 1 and 1. 1 and 1 is 11. Yeah. So I guess I'm going to get smarter. I'm going to get smarter when I talk to you all. I'll be. This will be my pity university. That's what they used to call coffee shops. I think during the Victorian era, they would call it pity university because people would just go there and exchange ideas and knowledge. So that's what we'll call. This is kind of like that. Everyone just gets together and talks about their most challenging word problems. And what doesn't help is having dyslexia. When you have dyslexia and you're trying to read a word problem and get the concept of it, sometimes that can really mess with your confidence when you're um, when you're challenged a lot and you get stumped more times than you can figure out the answer. Oh, I hate how that fades. I get about halfway through it, that it fades away. Back. I notice computers are evolving a lot too because we used the binary code, the way and how computers are how what's it the how the programs are written. I guess it's basically the same because when I was young, it was disk operating system. There were the floppy disk, and then there was it went to the CD. You put a CD in, the CD would already have the program on it, and that's how you would upload a program, is by putting a CD in. And I think it's the same way, because I remember that programs, because I remember when video games were coming out in the 90s and into 2000. There were you would, if you wanted to upload a game, you'd get a CD and put it in, and that's how the program would be uploaded into the memory. And I remember there was read-only memory, and then there was random access memory, and the hard drive, I guess, is where all the memory is stored. Then there's exterior memory. I used to like the flash disks and those. I guess they're hard drives that are external hard drives. But that's as far as I went, because I was a maintenance technician, and so I was just basically, I had to use all my headroom to remember how to do maintenance work, maintenance and repairs and replacements and things like that. You have to have a knowledge of plumbing, a knowledge of electronics, how not to get shocked. It seems like I've noticed they try so hard to combine electricity with water, especially like dishwashers, clothes washers, all these things that have to do with electricity and water, which work very well if you want to shock yourself or be electrocuted. But yeah, you have to turn off circuit breakers before you even start. Then there's testers to see if the wires are put together correctly. The ground wire, the lead wire, the load wire. Sometimes the lead and the load get crossed, or they get transposed. That's why I like those little plug-in testers. You know, that tells you, yeah, you don't have a ground, or your line and your load are reversed and stuff like that. Or if there's a bad connection, that's also very helpful, because you don't get all the voltage when there's a bad connection. Sometimes you can fry wires. I fried a few wires. Kind of like Tim the Toolman Taylor, when he tries wiring things together. That actually happens. I thought it was 4th of July one time when I was troubleshooting a circuit that it was in an apartment. You don't know you've wired something wrong until you flip the breaker back on, because the breaker's turned off so that there's no power. And then if you mess up the wires, you turn the power back on, and then there's like a buzz, or something pops the circuit again. I'm so glad they invented the circuit breaker, because before there was the fuse, and if you messed up, you'd burn the fuse, or you'd burn out the fuse. Then you have to go replace the fuse. But now breakers can just trip, and then you just reset the breaker. But that's where all my knowledge went into maintenance work. Everything seems to be run by computers now. Your gas pump, your car. They have those online diagnostic. My brother has an online diagnostic device, and it tells you what's going on with your car, which is kind of cool. It pops up codes, and you just read what the codes are explaining. That's how he would fix and troubleshoot a car. You can just pull into O'Reilly, which is our O'Reilly, AutoZone, places like that, and you can just get an online diagnostic made. They write down the codes for you, and you take them to your mechanic, and they can figure out what's going on with your car. It's amazing. Computers talking to computers, telling you what's going on. And then vending machines. Our break rooms are full of vending machines that almost always work, and microwaves. Thank God for microwaves, because an oven would just take too long. By the time your lunch, half hour, some people only get a half an hour for lunch. What if you want to go down the street and buy something at the delicatessen? You're not able to get, you can buy something, but then you got to eat while you're working. It's like, hey, where's the fun in that? So how is everything lately? Has everyone had a good holiday? Those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving, I've noticed a lot of people don't celebrate Thanksgiving in other countries. I guess it's an American holiday. Everyone to the north of us, to the south of us, everyone celebrates Christmas though. Most countries celebrate Christmas. All the Western countries, I guess. Father Christmas, give us some money. Don't mess around with those silly toys. We'll beat you up if you don't hand it over. Give all your toys to the little rich boys. I was singing that song earlier today. I had that song stuck in my head. Father Christmas, give us some money. Don't mess around with those silly toys. Another one was simply having a wonderful Christmas time. I guess everyone's ready to celebrate Christmas now that Thanksgiving is come and gone. Time to start buying your stocking stuffers, buying your warm gear for outside, if it's still cold where you are. It's your birthday today? Today is your birthday? I guess we can sing happy birthday. I'm going to have to start doing that. Whenever someone announces today's birthday, well, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear viewer. Happy birthday to you. That's very special, you know. You could say that guy was singing happy birthday to me. Exclusive. That's like the biggest shout out. I like how on Facebook, are you hitting repeat? I think you're hitting a repeat. You're giving me the same chat line. Please, please, please. I'm getting that more than once, and then it's my birthday today. Yeah, I notice a lot of people online, they don't want to give out their real name or their given name. They go by, yes, I see an Ed. Oh, Mason. Happy birthday, dear Mason. Happy birthday to you. I just like to try to sound like Bing Crosby or Frank Sinatra. Wet silver bells, it's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling. I always like the up-tempo Christmas songs. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Over the fields we go, dashing all the way. I think we have a hawk somewhere nearby. I'm hearing what sounds like a hawk. And we do get hawks here. Hawks and owls. Hawks, owls. I haven't seen many ravens. I've crows maybe. That's what an owl sounds like. You hear that around 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock at night, you'll hear a howl of an owl. How are you liking this show so far? Have I just been rambling on? I'm trying to answer the text or the chatting. If I don't have much chatting, I just keep rambling. I'm either chatting or rambling, or playing my recorder. Chat, ramble, record. Repeat. Chat, ramble, record. Thank you. You're welcome. So it's Mason's. How old are you today, Mason? How old? How old are you today? How many? You're adding one more year to your life. Was that the Laurel and Hardy song? I gotta remember to breathe. And that's how you call an Oompa Loompa. I'm the Pied Piper, follow me. I'm the Pied Piper. That's a morbid song. Or not song, the story of the Pied Piper. They wouldn't pay the Pied Piper after he had driven all the rats out of the city or the town, so then he marched off all their children. I think the original story goes that he marched off all the children and they all drowned in the ocean like the rats. So it's a good idea to pay the piper. It's time to pay the piper. Might as well have it electronically transferred so you don't forget. I've got 2 likes today. Wow. How many are wearing mittens and gloves today? So I'm popping back and forth from 1 to 2, 1 to 2. Some people get hundreds of viewers. Hundreds and hundreds. Tens of hundreds. So now we're back to 2. Who's joined us today? Hello again from UK. Hello again from the US. US and UK. Hey. Oh, damn it. I forgot my watch. Oh, no, I didn't. Here it is. Love it. Thank you, Mason. It is 11:30 in the morning, and there's already police, possibly ambulance. That seems to be a daily occurrence now. That's how you know you're in the city, is when you hear the police and ambulance almost every day. When you're in a densely populated area, they say time speeds up. Time speeds up when you're near the city or in a city. When you're out in the country, it seems like time slows down. You're 11! All right. So you passed the 10-year mark, and you are 11 years old. See, this is what I mean. This is like a mixed match of age and accountability. The age of accountability. I guess as soon as you can get in trouble for stuff, you're at the age of accountability. As soon as you're held accountable, like a newborn baby isn't really held accountable, but when you get to be like 5 or 6 years old, you start to get held accountable for things. So what's the weather like in the UK today? Is it cloudy like it was yesterday? Yesterday was cloudy here. Sometimes it was the sun liked to play peekaboo yesterday. Now it seems like there's only blue sky. And we are in nature today. The last few days I had to do very chilly. It's like that here too. Notice my red nose? I have a red nose because it's so chilly out here. Chilly and windy. So you get that combination. I like how when you check the temperature out, or when you ask Google for the temperature, they'll say it's 40 degrees, but it feels like 36 degrees. I guess in the summertime they measure according to the shade, however hot it is in the shade. So I'm looking forward to Sunday. I guess a lot of people are going to be joining me on Sunday. Sunday around 11 o'clock our time, which is, what, okay, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll be 1600. So we'll still have some time. Yeah, 1600 in the UK. So we'll all be able to sip on tea together. What do you mean, me? I'm getting, yeah. So are you being loaded up on cake and ice cream today? That sounds like an 11-year-old's birthday. Cake, ice cream, presents, friends, family, possibly a clown. People actually hire clowns for birthday parties. Clowns scare people nowadays. They've turned clowns from happy, fun-loving animal balloon makers. It's been a while since I've seen an animal balloon. That takes some skill. At IHOP, there was a guy who would walk around with a black top hat and a vest to each table, and he'd make balloon animals. Hi, would you like a balloon animal? And he'd start making these balloon animals like dogs and swords and crowns and things, all to entertain the children, as if pancakes aren't entertaining enough. Hi, would you like a balloon animal? With this black top hat, and he had a vest that was multicolored. So I guess he was like a clown. And he didn't blow up the animals. He had this pump. He would have a pump, and he would pump up the balloon animal, or the balloon, one of those really long, cylindrical, intimidating balloons, and he would start folding it into the shape of a puppy dog. Or they get pretty creative with those balloon animals. I've seen a lot of cool stuff made out of balloons, cylindrical balloons, crazy blimp-shaped balloons. I guess this is the weather to be expected for autumn, the fall season. We go from hot weather that drives us to the beaches. Don't forget your sunscreen when you're at the beach or when you're at the swimming pool. I see a lot of people swinging. You know, they get like these swings and they swing into the river. And sometimes the branch breaks. Danny from Danville. Ah, we're having technical difficulty. We'll see how long it keeps up. Look at that. I'm talking and my picture isn't. We're getting like... That happens. I don't know why. Maybe it'll straighten up. If not, I'll have to charge up again. It doesn't affect the chats though. I can still see the chats. I think what happens is if I get too close to the camera, and I think that may have been what happened, I'll do this. Oh, Virginia. Okay. West Virginia? Or just plain Virginia? I don't know if there's an East Virginia. I just hear about West Virginia. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. I'm going to try something. I want to see if I can move this close. If I can move this close to the Wi-Fi, if it changes anything. That's not a flattering picture. Yeah. No? There's only West Virginia? Wow, a lot of... I guess I'm losing people. I wonder what's going on. I think it's my phone. My phone might be acting up. Well, that's nice. I was doing that yesterday. I really hate it when this happens. It's like a slideshow. I'm wondering if my battery's just going low. Right in the middle of my show, right in the middle, I start getting this kind of stuff. I think what I'll have to do is charge up my battery, because this is ridiculous. Something's causing this. I don't know what. Look at that. It's a slideshow, everybody. I think if I sit still, maybe the camera will correct itself. It's gone into photo mode, it seems. I think maybe my phone is heating up. It usually tells me when my phone is heating up. No, it's not. It doesn't seem to be hot. Wow, I'm just having, right in the middle of my conversations. I can still read the chats though. So if you want to power on, when you're having technical difficulty, I think I'm going to have to do that. Right in the middle of a Friday afternoon, we start getting technical difficulty. Look at that. This is crazy. Let me see what will happen here. If I get real close to the camera and move back. Does anyone else find this annoying or entertaining? I think it's kind of entertaining, kind of annoying. Look at that. Funny pictures. Maybe that technical difficulty will go away. I guess that's the dangers of doing things with your phone. I guess we'll have fun with it. Or maybe I'll have to... Here's what I'll try to do. I'm going to exit out of this live stream, and then I will start another live stream and see if it's still... Yeah, I'm going to experiment here. I'm going to turn this off, and then I will turn another one on.